Hello there everybody, welcome back to Orwell. Last time we were investigating Nina, our prime suspect in the Boston bombings. We discovered her past in the military and how she was unable to get any work because of her past. She was a deserter in the military, which equals being a criminal in the nation. Unfortunately, when we tried to arrest her, there was gunfire and one of the arresting officers shot and killed her. She will leave behind a young boy named William. I've had a week to process this, so let's go on to the next day. Episode 4, Memory Hole. Oh, back again, I still can't believe what happened yesterday. We got the perpetrator of the bombings, everything looks that way, but at what cost? I mean, did we do the right thing? Flagging Miss Maternova as dangerous? Did we kill her in the end? I wish you could talk to me, at least this one time. Speaking into this one-way channel feels like barking at a wall endlessly. Worst of all, as you found out, Abraham Goldfells seems to have incited and planned the assault. We need to get him today. There must be some lead on him we have overlooked. We'll keep observing all others in case we learn something new. Alright. And we're back to Juliet and Harrison. Yeah, O'Donnell speaking. Harrison, this is Juliet. Isn't this your office number? You're working on Sunday? Look, as much as I appreciate that I am once again so important to you, I'm a bit in between things. Harrison, Nina is dead. Quit bullshitting me. Take a look at the TNB if you don't believe me. She's been associated with the Boston bombings, I can't believe it. Nina, you stupid piece of... Why in all hell? There's more. I spoke to her yesterday, she called me. I've never heard her so scared. She said she was being tracked by someone and needed to skip town. She just wanted to let me know what was going on, in case anything happened to her. Then she packed a few things and went on her way. She did message me about someone tracking her as well. I thought this hacker who was screwed with our page. What did she tell you? She suspected someone to be wiretapping her calls. She wasn't exactly willing to talk about it. I don't know for sure, but it could have been the police. Oh, this is fucking brilliant. How long until they discover the connection to us, huh? They might be listening to this very call as we fucking speak about Nina. Why would they? We didn't do anything. Or did you? No, damn it, but it's becoming blatantly obvious. Those gov assholes are trying to set us up. The bombs were exactly where we held our protests. Then those letters with the song Abe obsessed about. And now you tell me you have been in contact with Nina just yesterday? Pretty much proof they've been waiting for. We're cooked. Huh. You really believe the government has it in for us? I thought you and the gov were best friends forever now after reading your opinion pieces. For what reason would they be after us? Why now? What did we do? Speak up against them one too many times? The fuck do I know? We should seek help, just in case. Help? Who's gonna help us? Joseph Langley might be worth a shot. Who? Cassandra's lawyer, don't you remember? A freaking lawyer? What do you want him to do? Bust law enforcement? The government? He understands our situation. Abe also knew Joseph. I talked to him recently. But really, Jules, they make the laws, they break the laws. We will need to speak in a language they'll understand, not in one they own. So I take it you got a much better plan, huh? We need to get the people on our side, turn things around. Abraham knew that. Yeah, you're right, he did know that. So now you're set on miraculously achieving something that Thought spent 1.5 years attempting? This is not about Thought, this is me defending myself. Well then what's your defense plan? Here is this guy. A guy? Goes by the name of Initiate. Might actually be a girl, who cares? Look at this hack on the Thought blog. It was a very elaborate hack. Our site is super safe, I'm not an amateur. That guy, girl, whatever, is skilled, and Initiate mentioned having no sympathy for the Gov. You're gonna trust a random hacker who targeted Thought simply because he said he doesn't like the government? Why would he first threaten us and then work with us? Leave it to me, Jules. I'll persuade Initiate with ease. Imagine the possibilities with our own hacker. Okay, you know what? Have it your way. I'll have it mine. Arguing like the good old days. Your util still Jules might be more secure than calling each other. Yeah, it is. Let's get going. There goes my chilled Sunday morning. My mind is still spinning around what happened to poor Nina. Watch yourself, okay? What are you worried about, Jules? I didn't know you still... no, bye. And we've got our util. Abe also knew Joseph. Alright, so Abe also knows Joseph Langley. Not that. They know each other. Very well, this could be a new lead. I will request to consider Joseph Langley a target. Yet another person in our database because we're so convinced we're doing the right thing, huh? We have clearance to proceed. We are going to need to know some basics on who Joseph Langley is. Remember to check old sources. Other than that, focus on hints to Abraham Goldfells. He's in the center, the crux of all this. Believes the government wants to set Thought up. Well, it's something you've said, so let's keep that in mind. Let's see. Dead, you get it as in fucking killed by law enforcement. Lucky you, I'm not writing to continue this ridiculous battle or whatever it is. Become a member of Thought. You're not on the side of the Gov, so why not be on ours? It's good to know. Alright. Alleged perpetrator of Bonton bombing is dead. Nothing new there, I suppose. Listen, I don't like the reports either. We needed to cover the fact that this happened somewhere in public. We cannot frighten people. Sometimes their truth and ours have to divert for the common good. Just checking other sources. This isn't interesting. Neither is this one. Procedure closing raises manipulation suspicions. Oh, right. That's the old article. So we start with Joseph Langley now. Alright. Well then, Joseph, let's get started. You were a notable alumni. You've opened your own law office. And you've graduated in 1992. Hang on. So, we can also use that portrait, but I don't like it, so how about no? Alright, next one. Oh, he's got his own website. Of course he does. He looks a lot older there. Partnered with Catherine Delacroix, a fellow student who is now officiating as Secretary of Security in the government to found a new criminal law office of their own, Delacroix and Langley Legal. Wow, I didn't even know she had a law career going before she actively joined politics. Mr. Langley definitely has been around. So far so good on Mr. Langley's background. Excluding the connection to Delacroix, everything seems unsurprising. What we need to know right now are his connections to Abraham Goldfells and possibly the other members of Thought. A year abroad in Argentina, and he's been in the military service. And we've got a new call ongoing. Hello, am I talking to Joseph Langley? Hello there, yes, you are. And who would you be? I'm Juliet, Cassandra's friend. We spoke a couple of days ago. Yes, of course. Hey Juliet, how can I help you? Oh, he was using her computer. Honestly, I don't quite know where to start. By the way, I heard from Cassandra. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you yet. Really? That's good. Where is she? It's not so good. She got arrested. What? Why? I was informed Cassandra has been taken into custody. Apparently, they have new evidence regarding the attack on that officer. I tried to call immediately, but they claimed she didn't want to talk to me. That's their official statement. Where did they suddenly dig up new evidence from? I have no idea, but I've just had it with their shenanigans. It's just so annoying that I cannot talk to her. I've been trying every precedent I know to get into contact with her. Joseph, this sadly aligns perfectly with another incident. You've probably read the TNB today? You mean the Bonton bombings perpetrator? Yes, the woman that died, Nina. She was a friend, and also a member of our group, Thought. Oh no, I'm so sorry, I had no idea. It's okay, you couldn't possibly have known. You're right, this is very troubling. Come to think of it, Abraham asked me for a favor for someone called Nina once. Quite some time ago. I hope it wasn't this Nina. Might well be. I doubt Abe knew many other people named Nina. What was the favor about? Oh, it was just some small thing, nothing of importance. I just spoke to Harrison, another member of our group. We agreed the police might be investigating us next. They might be onto everyone in Thought now. They might look us up straight away. I mean, can they do that? Well, even with the safety bill in place, they still need solid indication you're at all involved in the actual bombings. Although honestly, I'm not sure what constitutes as solid indication these days. Is there anything we can do? That you can do, maybe? Juliet, I appreciate that you have come to me. It really is worrying, and I would take this on immediately were it not for Cassie. I made the mistake to set false priorities once. I owe Cassandra to get her out of this first. Joseph, Nina is dead. She got shot. There's no telling if we're next. Oh well. Oh well, someone got shot. And that's a callous reply. I need time to read into some more specialized codes of law again. Write some emails, see if there is a legal limbo or basically anything I can do for Cassandra. Maybe I'll come across something that might help you as well. After all, these cases seem connected. It's all I can offer. I hope you understand. I do. It's kind of a relief, thank you. I wish I could do more. I will let you know. Okay, bye. Goodbye, Juliet. Troubling, very troubling. I'm sorry for what happened. But answer me this. 1. How can I join Thought when I'm already part of it? So, Initiate has been up to stuff as well. He believes he's already a member. Wow. Friend me to get express security flaw news. Oh, right. Entertaining the masses. No, his birthday is false. And his profile update, it's also false. Also don't like the portrait. And so it begins. The web warrior hereby declares the data wars on all of you. Horn versus Horn? What? Is this like Star Wars? Also pretty entertaining. Oh, he was in the Rosentech building. Alright. Of course he would have. Everyone I know who is remotely into tech or programming wants to work there. Which is quite mind-boggling to me. They actually hire a lot of interns and only very few people ever get permanent contracts. For silent scream is rude. Alright. So, I think something has to trigger before anything else happens. Alright, oh, hey. So we've got another case for Joseph. Successfully defended Elwood Hendricks in a lawsuit in 2010, hurting the Secretary of Transportation. So she's a former client. Yeah, I remember it perfectly well. No way anybody missed the case at the time. That was either courageous or dumb. Seemingly it turned out to be the former for some time. Now it might be the latter. Alright. Contact. So if this is us getting into his phone and email. And of course his office, which is as good as a... he's work obsessed, so it's basically his home away from home. Ah, there we see. Urgent request. Oh. Right. Very much. The head engineer warned me that apparently there was a glitch that caused devices we were monitoring to malfunction at times. You needn't worry though, the issue has not been fixed. Alright, before we're locked out again. No trash. System is browser history. The rest of it is cleared by user. Pictures. Is an active supporter. Wednesday 1993. If he's married, how can he act? Wait, what? Oh, that's Joseph Langley. That's a big one. So if he's married, then how can she be his girlfriend? Requesting release of Watergate. Alright. Our meeting. I do not have the capacities required for a case of this complexity at this time. Mr. Yang. Dedicated and equally experienced lawyer. Bank account. There we go. Let's see. Although I do not wish to rush you, you will understand that in a case like ours, time is of the essence. So he can't do everything, which we already sort of knew. Whoa. I've gone through your books for the third time this morning, as you requested, and sadly I can only confirm what I told you earlier. You might not notice it right now, because it's a slow decline, but you're on your way to hit rock bottom at some black day in the future. And laying off Mrs. Winters. So, also got private email. In dubio. Oh, I see. It's from Goldfells, and let's see. Wait, so we found more documents. Due to asking you about ongoing financial support for Nina. So, he was supporting Nina? There is a young woman, her name is Cassandra, who is a member of my debate club. She has undeservingly stumbled into trouble very recently and requires nothing but the best defense attorney. Of course, you immediately sprung to my mind after that wonderful job you did as counsel in my case. They know each other quite well, it seems. So we went full circle there. So what case was it about? Yeah, that's a good question. We got everything out of that. Let's see. I'm in a position to change that. If you deliver incriminating material for a person named Abraham Goldfells, a member of the activist group Thought, of whom I know you have been in contact with. Wait, what? Is currently held into custody. As far as I'm informed, the both of you have some kind of liaison, which is not my concern. Let me know if you're willing to assist in this. I will see that Cassandra receives a helping hand as well. He's got an insider. And it's an unknown person, it's not the hacker. Because this person is typing completely differently. He's not using the weird shorthand bullshit. From Miss Winters. Joseph, it's done, don't work too much. Laverne. I have not been in contact with Abraham Goldfells for a long time. I cannot meet your demands. I will deliver additional information on members of the activist group of Thought. Only if you mind our agreement. Cassandra Watergate must be set free tomorrow, not a day later. Well, we can block that very easily. Let's wait and see where this goes the next time he talks to members of Thought. Hello, wise ass? Anyone there? Ah. So you found your way here, Harrison. Digging through your TL timeline was a pain in the ass. Why didn't you just tell me what you wanted to chat? When you told me what happened to Nina, I went straight on to research. I got the impression that the Gov is up to no good. Great work, Captain Obvious. I did find something you won't like a bit. Orwell. What is Orwell? That's a good question. Seems it's a system that can put everything on the web under surveillance. So now he also knows about Orwell. What do you mean by everything? Everything as in this very convo. Every call, webpage, maybe PCs, whatever. You're bullshitting me. I'm not, man. I wish I was. Let's assume for a sec you're right. How do they pull this off? Storage alone is one thing, but actively going through all of it? They outsource surveillance to people outside the nation. Those people are supposed to collect pieces of data from websites, all kinds of communication and whatnot, and send it to the Orwell mainframe. It's safe to assume that nothing is safe anymore. How come we never heard of it? Even more importantly, how come you have? Oh, he used to be part of it, isn't it? I have some very good connection to some hackers outside the nation. They knew a thing or two about secret recruiting for this shit without letting people in the nation know. Don't know exactly how they pulled that off, but they do. And that also explains what happened to Nina, I guess. This is so fucking crazy. Do they have no decency, no fucking respect for privacy and for Nina? Hell, this is everything we fought against. Harrison, don't. You need to watch your tongue. I do not need to watch my fucking tongue. Please chill, man, or we will regret it. Or I will never again chill until this madness stops. I already got an idea, tailor-made for you. Man, if you discuss things like that here, you'll get us both locked up. Let's meet somewhere then. Yeah, and say the word and they will be there too. There must be something we can do to talk about without the possibility of somebody snooping around. We can't stand around doing nothing. Well, there's one thing. It's a bit risky. You are using my chat tool right now as well, aren't you? Well, I wanted to live my life in a cage. I'd go live in a fucking zoo. This system needs to be shut down. Yeah, it's abominable, but yeah, I am. This tool has a built-in cipher. It's a custom encryption algorithm written by me. Easy to break, but off the record, and that's what we need. They probably cannot break this, not right now anyway. Gives us a couple of messages probably. What are you waiting for? Go for it. Okay, I'll activate it now. Just remember to write quickly. Oh, and keep your fingers crossed, this will all work. This will work at all. C, probably? I'm getting reports of unknown cryptography here. Orwell should be able to break the communication in mere seconds. Seconds, eh? So there's not a minigame or something? I'm waiting for this to decrypt actually, so I'm clicking but nothing happens. It could work. I will need some time to localize the entry points and then I'll only have seconds. One thing, what will he do with what I find there? Start a war on the government. Man, I don't know, you talking of war and shit gives me the chills. You told me you don't have any love for the Gov. You were already part of thought. Now prove it. Your chance to do something relevant with relevance to it, instead of hacking people's sites for fun. Oh well. Okay, fine. Time to get to work. Don't forget me to send you your stuff. O'Donnell out. The National Beholder just published. Oh, best see for yourself. Probably exposing Orwell. Let's see. Headline. Is this group responsible for the bombings? I imagine you are looking my way now, aren't you? I have absolutely no idea who leaked this information. Certainly not me. Only very few people can access the data on our backend. This doesn't exactly aid us in our investigations. Quite the opposite, probably. We need to hurry. Yeah. Blame bloody Twitter. So, let's take a quick look at Joseph again. Recurring donation. Probably to Nina. Wait, that's $1,000, so probably Nina, yeah. If you can find one last indication that this might be meant for Nina, that would be enough for investigative custody. I'm not sure that might be the optimal thing to do. Initiate's timeline. Let's disable that one. Let's disable that one. No need to hang around and pushing a fake portrait into something. So this is a phishing website. Club, logo, gallery. Anything special here? Might be a comment by one of the other people. Ah, there we have Abraham. Abraham is gay. Fred told me he was practically asked out by him once. Proof enough that Abraham is gay. Oh god damn it. Now I get why your wife divorced you, Josh. It all makes sense. I think his wife divorced him. I don't think he's married. I mean, he's in a relationship with Cassandra, who's using his credit card. A wife would probably notice. I mean, he's in a relationship with Cassandra. But... it's difficult. I mean... Then there is this recurring donation that's been going on for some time. I can respect that you're helping out a friend, but you have to stop at some point, seriously. So this is what Karen sent him. I mean, in his private mails he was talking to Abraham. He was only there to defend her. Becoming her boyfriend wasn't part of it. I'm going for this one. That's his ex-wife. 2015. Oh wait, this is about Abraham, so Abraham might be gay. I mean, could be. I'm getting things mixed up now, that's not good. Internal case file. Accused of breaching the terms of employment with the plaintiff. The defendant has entered. The court could see no justification for the defendant's absence from work. So, a strange absence. So he worked for the government. And there was a breach of contract, so it's strange. So he has a medical condition, which is diagnosed by a physician called Dr. Daniel Lyons. Is this no, this is not a new article. Or was there a new comment? Oh, wow. Oh, so we exposed the group and now there are so much more comments here. So this all happened today, I think. Yeah, April 16th. I just clicked to get the date out. Oh, the site is under attack, I think. Let's see. The government, the very same government bringing forth the dangerous safety bill, allowing to prosecute on suggestive evidence alone, I do not understand the nature of this call. They did their research, as they were completely aware of my views and all my work at Stelligan. Why would they specifically call on me then? This got me puzzled to the utmost. And I cannot seem to work out what they would need me for. All I have been told is that my work would be needed on a large-scale, groundbreaking project. Buzzwords bereft of meaning. Naturally, they would not elaborate on any question. Naturally, I refused the contract. Goldfells refused at first, then took the contract after all, only to then breach it, which is odd. So now we've got a date of birth and an address. And this is probably legitimate information. So now we're going to send out the team to see if we can find him. He's got a tumor. Oh shit. Average life expectancy is 6 to 12 months, although outliers with years to live exist. Holy shit. Yeah, you could say he's got nothing to lose. When was this diagnosis made? I don't see a date here. Should be February 10. So 6 to 12 months. That would be February 2016. We're already past 2017. February 2017, that is. Well, he's lucky to be alive at all, I think. There's more information here, maybe, but I'm not sure. Dear Mr. O'Donnell, it has been brought to our attention that you have been actively participating in suspicious groups in the past or present. Consider it to be unnecessary to elaborate how this is against the work regulations and our expectations of neutrality towards every journalist employed by the National Beholder. We hereby inform you about the immediate termination of our work contract regarding the National Opinion column and any other articles, texts, or reports. Well, he's got nothing to lose now either, so that's shit. A side effect of the leak, probably, yeah. It might open up new doors, though. Let's see, anything else here? There is still some data in here, I think. Oh, shit. So that might have been. Wait, could that have been Goldfells? Goldfells? Is it of Goldfells? Goldwell? What? It could have been Goldfells. So. But there is more somewhere. Something. So there is something in this profile, which is just Joseph Langley. Not interesting. There is one tidbit in this article, or this one, I think. Abraham is gay, but it's conflicting with something which I have not seen yet. Oh, shit. This certificate is issued due to Mr. Joseph Langley's outstanding, ongoing financial support. And this conflicts with the recurring donations. That's one conflict. Ongoing financial support over the years. It's from Children of Parges Foundation, and there is no date on it. And this one was from April 14, 2017. It's very recent. We've got his bank account, right? Let's check that real quick. Let's see. Langley Joseph. A recurring donation on April 4th for 1,000. So when did Goldfells ask for the support? No, not pictures. Mails private. I need to ask a favor. July 12th, 2016. That's for Cassandra. I hope you didn't think I avoided writing due to asking you about ongoing financial support for Nina. It wasn't that. I should not have asked in the first place. Let's see. It wasn't that. I should not have asked in the first place. So he asked about it. And if it was given, then it was probably alright. So I think he actually refused. I don't think he is giving her money, actually. I'd sooner think about the shopping spree Cassandra went on in the first episode. That's what I'm thinking about. So no, I don't think he was financially supporting her. But to give your money to a donation business, even though you're in debt, is a bit weird. So this was on April 14th. The first thing you do would be pushing out all the things you don't need to pay. So you would stop donating from the 14th onward. Right now we are at the 16th. And the last donation was made when? 4. So it could be either one. You might not see it now, but you're slowly declining. 63, 50. So it's about 10k per month. That's a lot. Office rent is 1,000. He'd need 2 clients per month. Le Mirage restaurant client meeting, 180 bucks. Office rent, donation, salary payments. It also doesn't really say what account it's going to. It's just recent. I'm going for he didn't do it. I'm going for the Children of Barges Foundation, because the Goldfells was so incredibly apologetic, which would indicate that it was a point of discussion and he didn't want to do it. Oh, yeah, I think so. And now something is happening again. Hey. Seems the Gov just fired the first shots our way. Seems so. In what manner? Oh yeah, the Thought article, of course. I thought they might take longer to trace it all back to Thought. I didn't expect that the TNB would openly write about it. Those TNB fuckers fired me. Yep. They did? Quickly? So quickly? Wow, they must have really loved you then. Two-faced fucker. Now there's another thing. Cass has been arrested, her lawyer told me. What fuck? Just as I thought, it couldn't get worse. Yep, but it was about new evidence in the officer injury, not these bombings. Looks like some ugliness is heading our way from all sides at once. Think the police will follow this lead too? Of course, just a matter of time. Harrison, I'm scared. Yeah, so is he. Don't be? Wait, what? Why not? Did your hacker say something? Oh, that. This guy is crazy, completely nuts. I don't know why I ever thought of asking him. Don't get your hopes up. Oh, I don't think he's the crazy one. I think you're the crazy one. What about this lawyer you talked to? Seems like we will have some use for him soon. Joseph says he's busy trying to get Cassandra out. That son of a bitch. Understandably so. What would you do if whatever her name was arrested, huh? What would you do if I was? Yeah, I get it. No need to lecture me, Jules. But Joseph did say he might give us advice if he finds anything. Yeah, of course he will, right after he sends us his invoice. You're not fair. We gotta face it. We're on our own on this. Wait a sec. He just texted me, give me a sec. Yeah, sure. Hello, Juliet. Oh, hi again. I just had a look at the news. It's exactly what we feared. Yeah, basically. It's looking pretty harsh, yes, but I made an interesting discovery that we need to have a word about. I need to talk to you and your colleague, Harrison. Yes, I was just chatting to him. Add him to the call? This is going to be going rampant. I can set up a conference call. He's eager to meet you. That would be great. Give me a moment. He wants to talk. I'll set up a conference call. Wait, don't. Nina mentioned the cops were wiretapping her calls. Said it yourself. Why not chat? Oh, with the crypto stuff again? Well, 3 people going on about it should give the Orwell enough information about it. I think a call is much more appropriate for legal counsel, raises less eyebrows, and chats might be logged just as easily. We're just the average couple seeking advice, right? Couple? We need to do this. I don't speak too openly, don't mention wiretaps, okay? I don't like this, but alright. Here we go. Squeaky voices, squeaky voices. Hello? Hey Joseph, seems this is working. Hello, I'm Harrison, I presume? Yeah, and you're the law guy. Right, the law guy. Call me Joseph. Alright, Joseph. I just read about your group on the DNB. I guess this isn't exactly brightening things up for you. You could say that. So Jules here has some big faith in your skills. Joseph, care to elaborate on what you found out? Yeah, okay. So you all know about the safety bill? Yes. Yeah. All in all, it's an aggregation of paragraphs to get people behind bars much more easily and to pry on their lives if necessary. If necessary? No, they can use it as a sorry excuse for spying on people all the time, intimidate them. Yes, I understand what's particularly dangerous about it for you is that individuals may be prosecuted by mere indications of threats to the nation. In specific situations, it will be more than enough to point at a word you said in a rage to consider you dangerous. That's enough to hold you for some time. But what's even more problematic for you is the so-called transitivity of the indication. The what? You all form a group, an activist group. This links you to one another. And now if there is sufficient indication that, say, Abraham created thought to commit crimes or even acts of terrorism, well, they could have grounds to arrest you all. But we didn't do anything. How is this just? This is so freaking outrageous. They'll twist and turn their so-called evidence until they get what they need. You will need to be very, very careful from now on. We can do something about this, right? We need explicit evidence showing Abraham created this group to be peaceful. Prove it and beyond any doubt. This is why I need to ask you about Goldfells, to find out his original intentions. Well, ask away. The two of us were friends for a while, but I never got the feeling he told me a lot about what was going on in his life. He was quite reclusive. Indeed, that's what he was like, except when he was around Thought. How was Thought formed? He found out about me by discovering my blog, said he wanted to start a debate club. I said fine, we had a couple of lame meetings, nothing much happened. A debate club then? That would be good, that could hardly be regarded as a terrorist cell. Yeah, but Abe was obsessed with getting his message out, make people aware of what the government was doing. Okay, that could be misinterpreted. What about the protests? We went with Nina's plan for the Circle Mall. Turned out to be a catastrophe. And Juliet, at what point did you join thought? During my studies, I met Abraham online by chance. He motivated me to take his course. Then Jules took over the planning for the other 2 protests. So you would say Abraham intended violence and outrage? No, Abe hated violence. He wanted us to stay peaceful at all times. This is positive, so it was an individual planning this. Did someone in particular incite this? False intentions and bad planning caused this. You, Nina, me, each and every one of us is guilty of deviating from Abe's intentions in their own way. Jules, you don't know what you're talking about. It was Nina. She neglected Abe's wishes, not us. Harrison, nobody's innocent here. Not me, not you, nobody. I fear this isn't getting us anywhere. To make sure you won't be prosecuted as a whole group, and you will need to speak to Abraham. He's gone. We don't know where, and we don't know how to reach him. Sadly, yes. Oh well, I need to get back to writing some emails to get Cassandra out of this mess. Of course, I understand. Yeah. I suppose it's going to benefit you too as well if Cassandra is removed from custody. Don't worry, I'll get back to you. Goodbye, Joseph, and thanks. Yeah, thanks. Don't mention it. Goodbye. User quit the session. Well, your lawyer wasn't too helpful. Come on, give him a rest. This is a complicated situation for all of us. Yeah, so what's next? I'd suggest we meet somewhere in town and come up with a good plan. What about the old meeting place? You mean that old place? Yeah, sure. Just need to do something first. Don't wait too long, okay? Yeah, see you there. See ya. Let's see. It was Nina. She neglected Abe's wishes, not ours. You mean everybody is guilty from deviating from Abe's intentions in their own way. This is complete and utter bullshit, but I hate Harrison, so, I don't trust Harrison, so I'm going with Juliet. Everyone is guilty. I'm not sure if I'm willing to believe that this is really contradictory to what Abraham Goldfells wanted. If so, why didn't he do anything about it? So Jules was planning the other 2 protests. Our findings so far have shown that Harrison O'Donnell was involved in the planning of Thought's protests, but since we know Miss Matronova planned the first protest, this finding now leaves no room for him. Did we make a mistake? Was Mr. O'Donnell not involved in the planning? Well, maybe not. Let's see. We've got more information now. I don't like the portrait. Or can I have multiple in there, just to switch it up? Oh, I can just change it, right. Ah, okay. So she got a new notebook. It won't turn on anymore. Thank you. Anything else here? I'd let go of an idea once I've settled on it. If you get what I mean. Let's see. Weren't you the one who held a short presentation on ethics in online media? I found it quite captivating. Right. Trash. Greetings from Go. Orwell has lost connection to this main server. Oh dear. Oh, Initiate saw about it. Oh. This is very creepy. Connection has been re-established. It was like the mainframe had vanished. Still got some data lost from the servers, and here seems everything is going slowly back to normal. We had a joker who thought he could intrude our database. InfoSec says that they averted the attack. Wow. Still always reticent. That's the achievement I got. Thought, Stelligan. Nothing interesting there. The band, still browsing that site apparently. Joseph Langley, Harrison's timeline, the National Beholder. Her timeline. Connection between the bonds and bombings. Doesn't seem too weird, so... Alright. Reply, material for PR. Synchronous over asynchronous communication, go meet in person always. You're the best, Barry, thanks. Barry Verbs. Hey Juliet, USB drive with material. Hope Maria's aware this stuff is so confidential it doesn't even exist officially. Speak of the devil, do me a favor and come around personally next time, alright? You've just started here this month, you can sure already guess what Victor has to say about email exchanges and the company. Demerge? I have no idea. Alright, you get on that. Now let's see about other stuff. Stelligan. The modern world is in a transitory state towards omnipresence of digital information, processes, goods, even money, whatever. From Abraham Goldfells, you're very welcome to write me in any way you find appropriate, and frankly, I'm happy to hear about your open and honest message. Speaking to you, I got the impression that you are a very clever young woman who is afraid to believe in herself, which is a shame, because you certainly should believe in yourself. People will always find a way to be cruel, to be judgmental towards you. That doesn't mean you have to take it too hard. Let me tell you something I rarely tell other people. I came to the nation from Greiblingen, a tiny village near Stuttgart in Germany, where I still have family. I can't see her original message, but it seems like something more. Let's see, nothing really especially interesting there. But her essay draft is very, very short. So we've had the Rosen email, Stelligan stuff, been in the trash, the Copacabana bullshit. Missing persons. Gunther Ahrens? He's two people. September the 30th, 1993. Can we edit that? He was reporting missing in 1993, the year he immigrated. What did he do? Yeah. What did he do? Is that a child he's holding? Yes. Well, he's got two names now. It's legitimate to change your name when immigrating, yet very few people do so. This is what Mr. Goldfells, Ahrens, must have done. Your loving wife and daughter, Eva Ahrens. A helping hand. I have conducted a talk with members of Thought. Of course, they claim to be neither involved in the bombings nor be in contact with Abraham Goldfells. There is this Juliet Carrington, who seems rather harmless, but this Harrison O'Donnell might well be a fanatic. Talking to him gave me the impression that he is Thought's leader, if one can call him that. Gift for you. Attacking Orwell worked, but not for long, and not again. Not this way. So, initiate, push the button. I got a gift for you. Take a look on your Thought web server. Handle with care. So there's something on the Thought website now. On the other side there was... What's the other? The other one just says he's a homosexual. Well, he's got a wife and a daughter. I mean, he could still well be, actually, but that doesn't matter. That is his family. Did he, like, leave them behind? He could be. Obituaries, Bonton Week. Wait, why? What? Gunther Ahrens, age 63, passed away at his home near Bonton. Though he was friends with many, very few knew the true person behind this gentle smile. Although his achievements in life were numerous, Gunther was a person always filled with self-doubt. That is no wonder, considering the world wronged him over and over again. Yes, he had his mistakes, he wasn't innocent, who is? Gunther always did what he thought was right. He deserved better. I will miss you dearly, my friend. He's dead since 2016. Who the hell is pretending to be him? Someone is instigating this as him. Oh, I'm beginning to hate the fact that we can only look at points of data without knowing the full story. I need to think, look at all the facts again. Just watch for a while and let me know if anything happens. So the report from the team at Abraham's address came in. Completely abandoned, no furniture, no surprise. He's dead. He is seriously dead. I mean, he would have been old, sure, but... let's see. Holy shit, is that Symes? Or Benjamin, apparently? What the fuck? Holy shit. World, meet my good friend Benjamin Costigan. Benjamin, meet the world. On first sight, Benjamin seems like a fine man, doesn't he? He's 32. And so in the best years, lives in a cozy house, even has a pregnant fiancée named Amy Peters. Never would you guess what a terrible secret he hides. In a project apparently called Orwell. Never heard of it? No surprise, I hadn't either. They don't want us to know, at least not Orwell. Oh god damn it. No problemo, his address. Holy shit. Where the hell is Symes when you need him? Do I even have the option to add different data? No, I don't believe I do, and it's pretty much made to trigger stuff. Why is this still... Holy shit. Once I add this, Symes will jump on it. I'm not friends with Why am I? Where did that come from? I'll grant you to add more if there is any. I want to know, I need to know, yeah. Has a pregnant fiancée named Amy Peters. I'll add that, just... there is no other way. I have to do this, don't I? It's what will put Symes against the system. This was Harrison's plan, and Initiate went along with it. This is the result. So this is the end of the day, it seems. Symes needs to go, because he's been exposed. And this is where everything will start breaking down. There's not much left to do. Yeah, sure, I could go through all the links, but there's nothing there. I think this is about the end of it. Yeah, log out. So we discovered that Initiate just got into the system, that Gunther Ahrens, aka Goldfells, is already dead. Joseph Langley is in financial trouble, though I do not think he was supporting Nina at that time. And then there is Symes. His identity was compromised, yes. So I think Harrison is actually Goldfells, because he had access to the blog and he is lying a lot of the time. He might not have done the bombings, but he's doing some shit. So I hope you'll join me next time for the last episode, which is episode 5, Under the Spreading Chestnut Tree. If you enjoyed the video, then please give it a like, leave a comment if you want. The discussion is very much welcomed at this point. And I hope to see you next time, November 17th. Bye bye.